Planted aquarium fun is not just around the high-tech tanks that we have spoken of all these days. We also do low-tech tanks. Low-tech tanks also can be scaped and beautifully maintained and enjoyed. Today we are just quickly going to discuss about one such tank, the tank that you are seeing behind me. It's a shallow tank, but a really beautiful tank, I must say. I'm not sure how much it's coming along through the video, but in our gallery, this is one of the most beautiful tank. The scape has been done without any planning, or it's an effortless scape, I would say, not so complicated, but again, in person, in this whole gallery, I love this tank. Anybody coming in here will have a look at this tank. So what I mean to say is, aquascaping or planted aquarium is not just about the equipments and the investments and high tech. You can have beautiful scapes in low tech as well. Now, before we move on with the video explaining this tank, what is low tech? Right? Generally, low tech means low tech. The technology around the scape, the tank, is kept low in terms of budget, in terms of power, output, everything. To specify the facts, one will not inject CO2 in low tech tank because you are not injecting CO2. The light needs to be taken care of. Normally, you need a full spectrum, low intensity light. I wouldn't say damn low intensity, but a medium intensity. Full spectrum white will do, because we don't expect to keep red plants. Of course, you can keep red colored plants like AR mini or something like that. It will run as well. We'll get to the plants part of it. Now coming to the low tech part of, since there is no CO2 and light is lesser, the fertilization also needs to be a little low. Or in these tanks, we are not even sure whether we are dosing every day. By the way, we are using Aquarium Neo solution. That's Aquarium's fertilizer. That's what we are using in this tank. Now, about the scape itself, the reason for us to build this tank was totally weird, because to our left, we have a cupboard which we need to open often. There are a few things kept inside. So we were not able to properly keep a tank with, say, 45 centimeter or 68 centimeter high. And we happen to have this shallow tank lying around with us for long term. And Rijo from our gallery decided to scape this one, and we had some left out red lava rocks that's been used. We also used, this is a single branch of wood. It's a common Malaysian wood that we have used. It's a single piece one. We placed it. We actually filled the areas with Aquarium Neo soil. We are using soil in this tank to provide anchoring, but more importantly to aid to the filtration, then take care of the nutrients absorption and all those things. To give the sort of shallow river kind of a feeling without breaking our head, we used generalized Rio Zingo gravel, because you don't have to worry much about the looks of it, because it gives a natural look. So these are the simple things that we have used to scape this tank. And the light, initially we used to have Chiro's A2 60 centimeter light. Worked very well, but one of the customers walked into the gallery and picked that light. It was a last piece then. Right now we are using naturalized light, very similar to Chiro's A2, where the tank requires only a low-tech kind of an environment. That's what we are using. Now talking about the filter, again it's a low investment filter. Sunsun 603B is what we have used. The height of the cabinet is around 76 centimeters, 72, I don't remember exactly, I think 76 centimeters. So the flow is pretty much less, because you already know it's underpowered filter. It's a very compact one, but still that's sufficient. That's all what we need for this tank, because that's how we have chosen the plants as well. We'll talk about that in detail. I personally love this tank. Now let's have a look at the plants that we have used and also try and see how they are grown. It's been, I think, about 2 to 3 months the scape has completed. We'll have a closer look at the plants. Plants that we have mainly used, if you see, it's Hydrocotyl tripartita mini. You can see it's beautifully growing through the surface, going inside, coming outside and beautifully doing well. We also placed some terrestrial ferns around here, and recently we have rubbed some moss onto the wood. You can always keep some air plants and stuff like that to make it more beautiful. We will be doing those add-ons very soon. Then if you look at the plants inside the tank, we have used Monte Carlo. Contrary to the belief that Monte Carlo needs high-tech environment, you can see how beautifully it is growing. It's really easygoing plant Monte Carlo. We also tried out some Blixa japonica. You can see not in the best of the forms, but still going okay from a small shoot. It's coming out pretty well. And here and there we have also kept some Anubias. Really speaking, these are the plants. So you would have noticed while I was explaining the plants using this tank, you can see certain algae is growing. Even BB is there here and there. But really speaking, we don't do anything about that because that's a beauty or that's the purpose of the tank. So we don't care it much. So if you're a person who doesn't have time to take care of a high-tech tank, because high-tech also means high maintenance. If you don't have time for water change, if you don't have time to take care of it really, but still you want a beautiful piece of nature, as we call it at home, you must really try a low-tech tank like this, especially a shallow tank. It ages like wine, that if I may say. It's like wine, we don't do much around this, no much changes, but we don't get tired of looking at this day in and out. Recently added a small betta also inside. It's really a easygoing, calming kind of a setup. We'll post a detailing video of this tank very soon. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, bye-bye.